everybody, welcome to my channel. Happy Leo Lionsgate full moon 2021. It is the 8th month, the 8th day, one of the most astrologically important days for, well, each year it happens. It's a Lionsgate portal. It's when Sirius, the brightest star in our sky, rises, and it happens this year to coincide on the 8th day of the 8th month. And honestly, it's actually really cool because I'm into Sabian symbols and numbers and degrees and all this stuff. So before I jump in, I just want to tell you kind of what this new moon is about, because new moons always coincide with a full moon, right? There's a full moon in one sign, and then 6 months later there's a new moon. So today, August 8th, 6 months ago was January 28th, my birthday. And so the Sabian symbol, Sabian symbols were created by like some clairvoyant lady, like a psychic way back when, I don't know, and she had come up with each degree, taking up all 360 of our sky, putting, she, I guess, seen images or whatever it was, and she just had an intuitive sense, so she described it. And astrologers and people, occult people or spiritual people, practitioners, have for years been interpreting these and what they mean, and it's actually really ridiculously cool and a little bit eerie accurate, like how all this stuff kind of comes together, figure eights. Anyway, so on January 28th, it was at 9 degrees 05 was the full moon, okay, in the sign of Leo, and that equals up to 11. So 11 is a master number, and it's about building and creating and doing. And so what it was called here, let me describe the thing. It said, early dew sparkles as sunlight floods the fields. So what this is about dark nights of the soul. And so it was a full moon. So what it was saying was it's time to release and let go. But from full moon all the way to new moon, you're releasing and letting go the same thing. So the past 6 months have likely been pretty dark, pretty hard, pretty spiritually awakened. A lot of people have been coming alive, if you will, finding their strength and courage through some of the darkest times in their life. And it said that creation means transformation, and the reformer is actually a transformer. And so that's kind of significant because this Leo new moon is all about togetherness. So the other one was about transformation and that exalted feeling that rises within the soul of the individual who has successfully passed through the long night, which has tested his strength and his faith. And in Tarot, Leo is the strength card, and it shows a figure 8 above its head. It's really cool. And so that was all about releasing, letting go, and going through these really difficult dark times. And I also found significant was this new moon is at 13 degrees 49. Okay, so if you add 9 plus 4, you get 13. So it's at 1313. Ooh, and my phone was just at 313. Cool. Anyway, so 1313, that's significant as well, and it also equals 8. So weird, right? The Sabian symbol, or the degree at which the new moon is happening, conjunct the moon in the sign of Leo on the 8th day of the 8th month. So that's like triple eights. That's cool. What is 8 plus 8? So 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24? 4, 5, 6. So about love. So I think that the dark nights of the soul that we've been going through is in regards to love situations. I know I went through one. It was so difficult. Oh my gosh, you should see the YouTube video I posted on my other channel yesterday. It talks about unrequited love, twin flames, and all that difficulty. So yeah, this Sabian symbol for this month is called volunteer choir singing religious hymns, and it's the sign of togetherness, and it's about people are now uniting over a shared ideal that they're dedicated to. So co-workers, people in organizations, people coming together basically, whereas before it was about transformation through creation. So I think that's interesting. And the 1313, we all know 13 is like a karmic number, but in numerology it's the 3, the 1 before it abusing the 1, right? So 14 is a karmic, 16 is a karmic, right? So the 6 would abuse the 1. The 3 in this case would abuse the 1. And so 1 plus 3 equals 4, which is about stability, foundation, family, security, all that kind of stuff with people, right? And so, because 2 plus 2, yeah, anyway, weirdo numerology me. So the 3 in spirituality and numerology is creativity. It's the mother. It is a homemaker. It's cooking, it's cleaning, it's making a home, it's hanging clothes up to dry. It is inspiration that comes through cooking. It's about abundance and fertility and children, because 2 + 1 = the child, right? So that's the abundant fields, and it's an energy of just alive, and it's forests growing and lush green vegetation, that kind of stuff, right? And it's also connected to Venus, the planet, which I found super interesting, because these it is about relationships, our dark night of the soul we've been going through, and right now our part of fortune in the astrology chart is conjunct or 0 aspects to Venus. So it's also really factoring in significantly to this new moon, full moon. Anyway, so I hope you found that interesting. I sure as heck did. That we are no longer transforming, reforming on our own. We were going through that, releasing it, because, okay, one last thing. The 8 + 8, right? Because the month, the day, and the year is 5. That equals up to, 8 + 8 = 16, which equals 17, which is 8 again. And that the 16th card in tarot is the Tower. So we all had a Tower moment probably 6 months ago in January at some time in regards to love. And the Tower is like our foundation is crumbling. So the 4 + the 4, it's crumbling, it's coming through, and we had to pull on our strength to be able to get through it. And I just find that so fascinating, because I know for my own story that is relevant. Yeah, for sure. And I'm not the same person I was 6 months ago. And so the Lionsgate portal every year is about manifestation. It's about who do you want to be, because everything is cyclical. You can choose to stay on the same cycle over and over again, or you can radically change it. And so today, write a story to yourself, write a letter of who you want to be in the future, and put it away. And next year at this time, look at it, write down, be specific of what your goals are. And you'll see over this year, you're going to absolutely transform them. And now that you're no longer, going through this dark night feeling so alone, or having to pull yourself up by your bootstraps to come out of it, you're going to be knowing what's really important to you and ready to hone in and focus in and find your people. Oh, and lastly about 1313. So 3 abusing the 1 would be that, I think, because 3 is creativity, home, women, children, family, creating. So maybe the creativity has been maybe abusing us. Maybe we weren't sure exactly what kind of future we wanted to step into just yet. We weren't really certain if we're going to listen to the calling of our soul, and if we're going to be able to, which path we're going to navigate after our Tower moment. And so I think now it's finding that path or choosing it, and so that's what we're going to look at. Cancers, how are you? Good to see you. Hello. I am just finishing up Gemini's read. I'm going to do my shuffling here, but I'm going to offer you what I offered Gemini. If you would like to be interested, or I guess if you are interested in getting a free reading with me, either through video, through Zoom, through phone call, through chat, whatever works best for you, I comment below and like this video. Actually, you don't have to like, but follow my page and comment on the video, and I will let you know if you are the one that won the read. Awesome. Okay, and so what we're going to do here is first we're going to look at your Leo's Lionsgate 5-card reading to see what this portal and what this time is, what it's changed in your life since January to now, 6 months ago at the Leo full moon. Okay. And so what you're receiving from this Leo's Lionsgate portal, what you're giving, how your senses are upgrading, how your DNA is changing, and your life purpose, how it is expanding. So you're receiving an inner calling here. You're receiving help, support from an enlightened being. Almost, it feels like I'm almost seeing like an angelic being like putting their hand out to you and like, welcoming you to go into this other side here. And yeah, that's what you're receiving. You're receiving a lot of inner guidance, and what you're giving is the ability to share that, talk about it, manifest things through that trust, through communication, through adaptability. how your senses are upgrading here through this Leo Lion Gate portal is you are learning to plan, to organize, and to do it from a place of full recognition of where you've been, and maybe what brings you apathy, makes you apathetic. Because that guy, it's all about planning. It's a twos card, but he's planning and he's not sure if he's got the world in his hands, but he doesn't feel content. And that's the planning there, because he's by himself. He's not with anybody. It's not a love card per se, but it is about seeing two sides of things, or Hey Cancers, I know the video frame just changed abruptly. My camera got full, and anyway, so this person, as I was saying, is someone who he's just not happy. He's maybe looking at everything that he has. He's looking at the whole of the situation, and because of this new inner judgment, a higher calling, maybe you're able to look at things as they are now and plan a future with a more fuller lens. Yeah. How your DNA is changing is you are going to be able to maybe visit situations from the past, or welcome new love in. Maybe you were guarded against love. Maybe you've been, planning love, or planning something to do here with love, maybe. Here I love and emotions. So maybe you've been doing things from a place of passion, looking away from the water. See how he's far away from the water there? Well, now you're going to be stepping into, and the water gets wavy. So your DNA is changing, in that you're going to be starting to process and do some healing work here. And how your life purpose is expanding is, the walls are going to come down, and they're coming down hard. This is air energy. So you know what? Maybe the judgment that's coming to you, you're receiving a lot of shit right now. These are tough cards. And you have 3 major arcana. So this is a really big time for Cancers. And Cancer is the 4th house, right? And it's the house right before we get to Leo. So it's almost like a gateway there too. And we just left Cancer season. So maybe you're at a place right now where you're feeling like that was really heavy. You feel the inner calling, and you're trying to push through, but you're trying to be strong. But it's emotions that are difficult for you. Yeah, maybe you don't want to look at emotions, but yet you're a water sign. You have to look at emotions. You're the crab, right? So, all right, now let's do your next spread. Okay, we're gonna look at where you are at now. Ooh, same as Aries. So maybe you need to chit chat with an Aries, because they got the same one. The next one is what's bugging you. Ooh, another Aries card. And I use the other deck for Aries, the 7 of Cups. What you like about yourself. Oh, you like that you're able to be emotional and offer love. Okay, great. And what you don't like about yourself. Maybe you don't like trying to build stability and communication. You actually prefer to offer love, be emotional, connect, but you do. I almost get a manipulation kind of feel from this, right? Because the Page of Pentacles, yeah, sure, he's about communicating, but you don't like that about yourself. So you don't like the way that you communicate, or that you look forward to the future to build stability for yourself independently, because it's easier for you to offer love as a way to take care of yourself. Maybe that's a specific message for some of you, but that's coming through. Your talent. Ooh, I almost dropped the whole thing. You got lots of talents. Ooh. Well, haven't we just seen this handsome little guy? So your talent is the same thing that was how your DNA is changing. Interesting. Maybe it's to go with the flow, to look at things new again, to see the positive in everything. Fish are about spirituality. So like, yeah, your talent is to communicate feelings, and your DNA is changing because maybe your walls are crumbling down. You're going to have to cultivate this guy more, building stability for yourself. That was my cat yawning. He's so tired. Your temptation here is to, justice. This is Libra energy. This is relationships. So your temptation is to be in relationships, get in relationships instead of, I always see this guy as like putting in work, offering money, not, stability, something like that. And so look at this. He's a big sword wielding man looking directly at you, whoever's looking at the card. And so is this one. So maybe what you're doing right now is this, which is like getting in a relationship, but you're feeling like your temptation is to right the wrongs here, to balance the scales almost. And your personal quest here was the moon. So get in touch with your emotions, Cancer. Get in touch with your emotions. But first, where are you standing? So where you're standing right now is, this is you, knowledge, smart, intellectual. You have all the knowledge, but yet you're emotionally confused. You've got some smoke and mirrors here. You're not sure which to take, so you're not doing anything. But you're leading with love. And what you're meant to do is to check maybe your purposes, or why you're behaving the way that you are, or what's going on around you. Maybe you keep offering love to a past situation because you think it's justice, you want to be fair, you feel like it's fair in regards to, a King of Swords, a Queen of Swords, an air energy. Libra's also air energy, but it's same cups is where to go. Cups, cups, cups. And so lastly, what's going to help you, Cancer, through this is claircognizance. Awesome. So this is claircognizance. Neptune energy. Archangel Uriel, pay attention to thoughts and ideas that come to you as they are answered prayers. It's interesting because this card is air and water, and air is here, air. The Tower was an air card. So there's really something here about your thoughts, what you know, how you feel, and what you sense. That's coming up for you, Cancer. Awesome. Okay, well,